Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today I wanted to do some difficult runs with some of the new characters that came out during the worldwide celebration. So this is going to be kind of like a Zamasu team. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of be showcasing the new LR Zamasu, who I did get rainbowed, and then we do have AJL Zamasu. Those are kind of like the two big focus units here. Really enjoy running Chile on this team, by the way. But yeah, we're going on against Shenron, right? Who is like probably the hardest boss on global, right? I would say he's probably harder than like the new red zones they've added for sure. So yeah, Shenron I think is a really good place to test out these units and see how good they are. We also have physical Gowasu and Zamasu. We kind of get to show them off and see them a little bit in this video because we got them easy 8 and all done, right? So turn 1, you know, double digits for Zamasu, very good against Shenron here, so we'll take that. And then, dude, 5.7. Gowasu and Zamasu being a support unit, hitting 5.7 is actually pretty dang good. And then they've got all that dodge chance, right? So we got to see a couple of dodges there. And then Chile, it's like, yeah, we pretty much just bank on her to dodge. And the way I look at Chile, I've seen some people criticize Chile, like that she brings down the team, and that is completely false. To me, Chile is a must-run support on this team. And I know from experience because you guys that watch my channel know that I really love this Dragon Ball Saga team. And one of the main units on there is a unit that acts a lot like Chile. It's this int free-to-play Bulma, who is a support unit but has a 70% chance to dodge. And she's a unit that if she doesn't dodge, she can take a lot of damage. But the dodge comes through enough that it usually, like, it's fine. So sure, Chile definitely could get unfortunate RNG, eat a super, and get one shot. But normally her 70% dodge is going to kick in. So provided that the fight allows dodging, I think Chile's a must run. And the other thing with Chile is you're always going to have Scouter up. So you can always put her in the most advantageous spot. You could be in a situation, depending on the team, where like maybe you don't have a unit that can tank the super, then you put Chile in front of it and hope that she dodges it. Or you could be in a situation where you do have really good tanks. You can put the tanks in front of the DPS or in front of the super attack and then make sure Chile's kind of out of harm's way, right? So I think she's just too good not to use on the team. And then there on that rotation, we had AJL Zamasu. Now, AJL Zamasu, turn 1 doesn't look that great. He did like a 3 mil attack set, whatever. But he still has damage reduction. He's still building his defense, right? But he's going to transform. He's going to become ridiculous. So we're at about 300k defense here with the LR Zamasu. We are running the physical, like the banner unit Zamasu, and I have him at 90%. But yeah, he's just not, he's not as impressive as I would like. 14 mil for this guy, by the way, is pretty good. So definitely as soon as we get our next upgrades in part 2, we'll definitely probably take out that physical Zamasu. Which is unfortunate because he's like a brand new unit, but Dokkan is kind of hit or miss on these banner units. He's definitely like okay, like I like his support and everything, but I feel like his dodge isn't reliable enough, and yeah, he's just not defensive enough to like live. So yeah, he's kind of has to go. LR, Goku, Black, and Zamasu, I still really like them. Look at that, 624k defense. And they've got type advantage here, which is really good. So, but I did decide to put Tech Zamasu in slot 1 because of the super. I felt like they were going to tank it maybe a little bit better because they have damage reduction. But we'll see. I think either way we would have been fine here. Because they're both guarding, right? So yeah, double digits there from AGL Sin. We're good. AoE damage. Oh, yeah, and that's the other reason is I wanted my Tech Zamasu to build up more attack. So that's why I put them in slot 1. 16 million, pretty good. We'll definitely take a 16 mil shot with the crit. Big time damage. We'll just burn through that Shenron right there. Wow, almost like took them all the way out. A lot of damage there. And then 12 mil for this guy. Like, yeah, for this is still one of the better Yellow Coin LR EZAs in the game. Like, they're really good. And now they finally have the team to, like, be their best. So yeah, very excited to be using them a little bit more. It's crazy as it sounds, though, they might get phased out. Like, because if we get a Carnival Goku Black, and then we get, like, Int Goku Black EZA, there's 2 Int Goku Blacks that could EZA, so, like, that's 3 units right there that could slot onto the team, right? So we'll have to see what they all look like. But I think this is by far going to be the best extreme team in the game. I think the cooler team has finally been overthrown. It's pretty bad when, like, for extreme units, like they only get good enough upgrades every year during worldwide to like make a new good team, because we've got like a smattering of extreme units throughout the year, but like they're always like missing pieces or don't have like full teams. You know, I think of units like the LR Boo, right? Like he's good, but does he have a team? Not really, right? Not a competent one. All right, so 8.5 mil now for HL Zamasu, which is pretty good. This guy's just a monster because he's building up defense, and he's got 50% damage reduction. He feels like such a safe unit to run, and like when you transform into the last phase, he can put up some really crazy numbers too, like offensive wise. But like, yeah, these 8 mil plus attack stats with all the defense, we'll take that all day. And yeah, and then we got the dodge there, which was good. We need the dodge from that physical Zamasu for sure. Because see there, about 150k he took when he didn't dodge. So that tells you, like, that physical Zamasu, like, he's not good enough. And his dodge chance isn't high enough. And I put full dodge in him. 21 mil for this guy, by the way. But yeah, that physical Zamasu's got to go. I got to get him off the team. I've dabbled with STR Goku Black. I like STR Goku Black, but the problem is his stats aren't good enough until after he gets a killing blow. And it's just not reliable in these really difficult fights to get a killing blow, so he's too hard to use. It's really unfortunate. I wish that Goku Black was just kind of like instead of killing blow, just have him be like, literally you could say with another unit whose name includes Zamasu. You could say with Future Saga Extreme Class allies on the rotation, like whatever way you want to do it, but like anything but the killing blow, and he would have been a lot better for that passive. So that's the reason why I'm not using STR Goku Black here. Alright, so this is a nice rotation here. Once again, taking a bunch of AoE attacks. This is the final Sin fight, so like, he can do a lot of damage with these AoE. So if your unit isn't defensive enough, as we saw by physical Zamasu, right? Like, you're taking a ton of damage on these normal AoE attacks. So Gowasu and Zamasu got a nice dodge there, and they're another unit we need them to dodge, but their dodge chance is a lot better. I like their dodge chance. And I did give them like a full dodge build as well. And then 20 mil. So yeah, LR Zamasu's cooking here because he's here spitting out like 20 mil shots now and is like super defensive and crazy, right? And then just 11 mil for these guys. They went down just a little bit. And taking, yeah, see 237k from Gowasu and Zamasu there. So like, that is the risk you run, right? When you're running these dodge units, if they don't dodge, you definitely can die. But that's just how this works, right? That's just the RNG of it. But out of these support units, that's kind of the type of units you have to run, because there aren't very many like natural support units that can just tank. Like STR Bulma is like one of those rare exceptions, right? So that's why I like Chilai's really good, and now we can see where the super's coming. We have the opportunity to transform here and do some crazy shenanigans. So this is feeling like, yeah, this is the turn where we get it done. We go infinite Zamasu. We get the domain rolling. And this is nice because I can put infinite Zamasu in slot 1. I don't remember. I might actually... Yeah, because then we transform and go into that crazy Zamasu. Yeah, infinite Zamasu in slot 1 just makes too much sense because he's going to auto-dodge everything. And this is what's nice about him. He can actually like heal up health and stuff still. Now here I was tempted to put Chilai there to get the healing, but she doesn't have like crazy defense anyway. So yeah, we just grabbed that with Zamasu. We decide to pop the Whis to be safe here just to make sure we live. Because yeah, with all those AoE attacks, like if we're not prepared, we'll eat a lot. But yeah, Infinite Zamasu is just going to absorb everything, which is super awesome. Very busted ability. Insanely busted ability. And then Chilai with the dodge, which is what we like to see. And then 12 mil. We will definitely take the 12 mil shots when you're freaking invincible, right? So good. And then we'll see. Does Chilai get tagged? She does. Yeah, 230k. So yes, like people criticizing Chilai, yes, I get it. She definitely can get you killed. 15 mil for AGL Zamasu, by the way. But like you're relying on the dodge. Like that's just how these characters work. 70% dodge, you're usually good to go. AGL UI Goku, same thing. People have used them for years. And they still use them to this day because you have that chance to live. Alright, and then dodge. And that's like, we need her to dodge everything, and she did. Yeah, like, if any of those connected, like, Chilai's out of here. Well, there, after supering, I think she got a bunch of defense. So she did get tagged, but it was only 40k. And it was like a normal attack, right? The AoE hits a lot harder, so that's why we lived that at the end, because the normal attack doesn't hit like the AoE one does. So we were good there. But had she eaten an AoE attack, we would have been dead, because it was over 200k, right? And then you can see here, we pop in and we healed a bunch, which is really good. We're almost full healed. So we went from basically dead to like full healed. And now, once again, this guy hits really hard, and we tanked it for almost double digits. So Tech Zamasu definitely like showing like he's ridiculous. This Tech LR Zamasu. Yeah, and then once again, that physical Zamasu, man, 150k. And he does not have reliable dodge chance, so I got to get him off the team. He's just not good enough. But anyways, there you go. We took the big shot there at the end and got it done. So the full Zamasu team, and I would say fairly not optimized. I think there's more upgrades coming to this team. This fight's going to get easier in a few weeks when we get part 2 and then whatever comes maybe for part 3 as well. So let me know what you think of this Zamasu team. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.